Hey guys, thank you for watching. Today's video is going to be a full face first impressions and wear test on a brand called Kokie. This is a Walmart brand and look at this. This is like a cute little screenshot. Hold on. Just kidding. I'm pretty sure this is exclusive to Walmart and it's just the Kokie Professional brand. So I couldn't really find out much more about this brand from their website. But they do have a lot of products, so I was kind of overwhelmed really because they had a couple of eyeliners, but I was like, I'm not gonna get them all. And they had 3 different kinds of lipsticks, like matte lipsticks, and they just have a lot of stuff, guys. And I was just like, girls balling on a budget, just get what you think you're gonna like. I did want to get some of their eyeshadows because I do remember seeing good things about those eyeshadow palettes, but they were also out, so obviously that tells you they're good. So I'm sorry that I'm not going to be reviewing the eyeshadows for you. I hope I can get my hands on them one day, but for now, we are going to start off with the brows. I already have my brows done from earlier because I went out on the streets looking like this, ratchet, just eyebrows. So I'm going to have to say goodbye to these brows. How sad. Goodbye, beautiful brows. So I'm going to be using the Kokie Brow Pomade Gel. Looks like this. It looks like a ABH pomade, and what I liked about the packaging is that it comes with a little safety seal, so again, little ratchets don't be sticking their little nasty fingers in here at Walmart. And actually that did not stop a little ratchet from touching this because I can clearly see little fingerprint, because apparently you can just kind of stick this back on, so joke's on me. They only had 3 shades. I think they had a blonde, dark brunette, and black. The black was a little too dark for me, but I feel like this is gonna be like too warm. It looks very warm in the little tub. And I am just really mad that some little ratchets stuck their grimy little finger in here. I'm gonna go in with this on my Anastasia Beverly Hills. I think it's the number 9 brush. It is very, very creamy. And I did have brow pencils, but I'm more of a pomade girl, so that's why I went for this. And actually the shade is pretty good. I do wear the ABH chocolate brows, so I like it. It has a little bit of wax in it, but it's not too waxy. Like there's some pomades that are too like hard and waxy. Wow guys, I'm actually really impressed. It's actually very comparable to the ABH pomade. Now the true test is gonna be if it'll last a long time. Like my pomade, that little pomade is a ride or die. It lasts for hours and hours, and so that's why I like it, because it doesn't rub off. Because with some brow products, like halfway through the day I only have half a brow and it's embarrassing. Wow guys, honestly I'm very impressed, and this pomade is actually very comparable to the ABH, and the shade is very comparable to that chocolate shade that I use. And I don't think I told y'all, but this pomade costs $7, so if this can last all day long, ABH, I'm gonna have to, you know, put you down. You got a run for your money, girl. I'm gonna be using this. If I can trade my ABH for this, you know that it is good. I think they have 2 foundations, a Cushion foundation, and then they had this Skin Perfect HD foundation, which I'm more about these kind of foundations, so that's why I got this one. And they also have a bunch of primers, guys. Kokie has a lot of stuff to offer, so I think they're gonna have something for everyone. Now, I didn't want to get a primer just because I don't feel like having or getting one, but I did get this Transformix foundation mixer dewy. I've really been into like more dewy foundations, so I'm wondering if this is gonna make me look dewy. I'm not sure if this foundation is supposed to be like a matte foundation. Let me see. This is a mid coverage natural finish foundation that offers flawless high def perfection in every light. So it doesn't really say like if it's a matte or dewy. We will just see. So what I'm gonna do with this little foundation mixer, just apply it to half of my face and then the other one without it, so then we can kind of see if it kind of like breaks up the foundation throughout the day, or you know, whatever. And I'm also gonna do half brush, half beauty blender. So the shade that I got was shade 40W, and it's very liquidy, as you can tell. I do like that it has a pump. The packaging for all of this Kokie stuff looks nice and luxe, but it's very light, so then you can obviously tell that it's kind of a drugstore. I guess let's kind of mix this in with the beauty blender side. This little thing says, add 1 to 2 drops of mixer to foundation and blend well. I'm just gonna add 1 for now, and really it looks like a lotion. Looks like a moisturizer, but it's kind of like a balmy feeling. I don't know how much foundation I need. I kind of just did like 1 pump. Let's go for it. And again, I'm not wearing any primer. I smell something. I don't know if it's the foundation or that little dewy stuff. Off the bat, it's just kind of evening out my skin tone, not giving much coverage. And it definitely looks dewy, but again, I don't know if it's the foundation or obviously the dewy drops. And I'm building it up, so definitely buildable. Okay, so I'm done with this side of the face, and the shade that I got is a really good match. Coverage is definitely a medium coverage. As you can tell, I've been breaking out again. I don't know what is wrong with my skin, but it really hates me. I can still see some little spots peeking through. I did use 2 pumps to get this amount of coverage. So what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna add like a little bit more, like half a pump, and try to build up right here in this area where I have more dark spots, scarring and stuff like that. It's not really building up. This is definitely a medium coverage foundation. I like the finish, really. I like the way that it's looking dewy and very fresh, very skin-like. I don't hate it so far. And it's not emphasizing any of my pores, but it's also not like blurring or anything like that. So if you do have like skin texture, bigger pores, you might want to use a pore minimizing primer. Let's just move on to the next side of the face. This side of the face. I'm gonna add 1 pump, and I'm gonna use a brush. Oh, this is a deep one. I'm using the Zoeva 102 Silk Finish Brush. This brush is actually making the foundation look a little streaky. I guess just because it's like a more liquidy type of foundation, and I don't really see it giving much more coverage on this side. So I'm done with this side, and I did not like the way it applied with the brush. I'm pretty sure it's not my brush because I do use this with other foundations, but it looks very streaky, and I just want to go over it with a beauty blender, so that's what I'm gonna do. And it didn't give much more coverage than with the beauty blender. And like on my nose, it was looking very cakey, so I'm gonna try to clean this. I don't know how I feel about this foundation, guys, just because you can definitely still see like this little pimple. And you can still see like a lot of my imperfections. It just depends on what you are looking for. If you want a full coverage foundation or more of a everyday foundation, this would be for you. I don't know what to say, but I just can't cover that spot. I'm gonna try to cover it. And I did use 2 pumps. I don't know if I said that. And I'm gonna try to give myself a little more coverage. So I'm done with my foundation. I don't know if I mentioned it, but this foundation retails for $13. So it's not a bad price. It looks pretty good on camera, but in person, you can still see a little bit of redness peeking through. You can definitely still see my freckles, but it actually looks very fresh. I don't hate it. Now let's go with concealer. I'm going to be using the Be Bright Illuminating Concealer. It comes in a little plastic tube, and I'm pretty sure, yeah, doe foot applicator. And I'm using the shade Light SC762. This looks actually a little pinky, so we'll see how this goes. Oh, it's very bright. And it has like a very pink undertone. Might be a little bit too bright. I'm going to take my damp beauty blender and blend this out. Definitely a very light coverage. It doesn't say like it's supposed to be full coverage or anything like that. It's just supposed to be illuminating. I don't really see it doing it much. Like, I feel like if I had super dark circles, it would not cover them. So I think if you just want to highlight, it'd be an okay concealer to use. I know that some of us do have dark circles, have kids, don't get much sleep, so I wonder if I can build it up. Let me just test this out. Probably not. It's just a very light coverage. It did cover up a little bit more, but not too much. So before I go in with powder, I do want to apply my highlighter. Now, Kokie did have like a little quad highlighting palette, but they didn't look good. So I was just like, I'm gonna skip out on those. So I was just like, I'm just gonna go in with these liquid highlights. I don't use liquid highlighters a lot, but I feel like they're perfect for the summer. in springtime, and this shade is called Superstar. Okay. Oh, okay. Okay, Kokie, I'm seeing you. Oh, this is a really nice shade. It's very pretty for my light. Oh, God. Did I put too much? On camera, it looks like too much, but in person, it looks like a very pretty glow. Did I put too much on, guys? Oh, okay. Wow, that's embarrassing. I don't know what is going on, but I swear it does not look like this in person. It looks very pretty, looks very dewy in person, and on camera it looks like I'm just wearing like this white stripe of, I don't know, something weird. Oh, I like this highlight. It's not like a super highlight, very like in your face, but it's very subtle and glowy, like you're glowing from within. Oh my god, I look fucking crazy on camera. I swear it doesn't look like this in person. So there's that highlight. My concealer is creasing, so I'm gonna apply some powder off camera because I was just so overwhelmed that I forgot to pick up a powder, so I'm sorry about that. I suck at this. So before we go on to the face powders, I do want to mention that on my nose, my pores are being emphasized a lot. It looks really nasty. It looks like I have huge blackheads, and I don't have huge blackheads. Now let's go into the contouring. Got the Kokie powder contour palette. It looks like the Kat Von D No Tea No Shade. So it looks like this, and excuse that. That's the highlight that fell on it earlier. I tried to wipe it off, but didn't work out very well. Now there was another one that was like a deep dark. If you are darker than me or darker, they do have an option for you, which is nice. I feel like these are kind of weird shades actually because these look super warm, so I guess you could like bronze with them. This is like the only kind of cool tone, but I feel like it's gonna be too dark. And then these highlight shades, like I don't understand why this is like a pink. It looks like a blush. It looks like a light peachy blush, and look, yeah, it looks like a blush. I don't know how I feel about that. Anyways, I think I'm gonna go in with, I don't even know, because it didn't even look this orangey in the store. I guess I'm gonna go with the lightest one and see how that goes. Okay, it's kind of orangey. I don't know about this, guys. I feel like this is gonna be a fail. Look, and look at this highlight. It looks crazy. Oh shit, I put too much. Okay, so definitely this powder. Can I just quit? This powder is very pigmented, so don't apply too much. I'm gonna try to blend this out. This is so embarrassing. Oh my god, what the fuck? Oh my god, what do I do? I put too much. Okay, definitely super pigmented powder. Y'all, Kokie is playing me today. I'm gonna try to blend this out off camera because I'm gonna be here for days trying to blend this out. So now that my face looks a little bronzed, I'm gonna go in with this shade, which I'm kind of scared. I'm barely gonna dip my brush. Okay, yeah. I don't know about these contour shades, guys. I feel like they're not very good for my skin tone. They're not. So I don't know how I feel about this palette. I just don't really like these undertones going on, and I didn't use the highlighting powder just because I just use my own powder, and I hardly ever use like these highlighting powders from palettes like this. Honestly, guys, though, to be fair, in person my makeup doesn't look that bad, but on camera it looks like I'm having the worst makeup day ever, so I don't know what that's about. Now let's go on to blush. I got the Blush Up blush palette, and the shade Blushing has 3 shades. This does come in like a little plastic, so I appreciate that. Here are all 3 shades. They don't have individual names, just the whole palette is called the Blushing palette. Seems like one of them is matte and 2 of them kind of have a shimmer to it. I think I'm gonna go in with this shade right here. It's like a light peachy orangey shade. I'm not getting a lot of color payoff in that shade. It's very light. There's not a lot of pigment, which is not bad for blushes because You don't want to look like a clown, but you also want some color, so what is going on? Yo, my nose looks horrible though. My nose, I'm gonna have to show you a close up because I don't think y'all believe me. I'm gonna go with this middle shade. It's kind of like a mauve, dusty pink shade. This blush palette, man, did I say it's $9? Not bad for 3 blushes. Not bad. I don't know. I don't like this selection of colors. I feel like they're a little too light. I guess it's not horrible. Honestly, guys, I'm kind of disappointed. I don't know. Like, I just feel like I'm not having the best makeup day. I don't know. I don't know how to feel about it. My nose looks really gross. It just, oh my god, I just want to take this off and start over. So I did get a liner, and they had a couple different liners or different styles. I think they had like a gel. They had like another liquid liner and this one. But this one intrigued me just because the applicator looks chunky and just different. This is the Big Eye-Dea. Big Eye-Dea? Is that what they're trying to say? Jumbo liquid eyeliner. Longwear matte finish jumbo tip. That's what she said. This is in the shade Black. It's like a marker. This is, oh, okay, it's pretty black. It has a very fine tip, but then you can get really thick if you wanted to. Looks promising, but I'm kind of scared that I'm not gonna know how to use this. So I don't know if I should do it. I'm gonna try to just do a little line on my lash line. It's kind of streaky, guys. I don't hate it. I don't love it. I'm kind of scared to do a wing. Should we do a wing? I'm kind of scared. Oh, let's just do it. Fuck it. Oh, I'm having a hard time filling in this mirror. It's like drying up. It's drying up. It definitely is matte, but it's not super black. And the tip is fine, but it doesn't apply a lot of pigment. This liner is kind of drying out. This eye is definitely more black than this one. And I don't know what to do about that. Do I close it and keep going? Like, look. I just swatched it right here, and look how sad that looks compared to all these other marks. And it looks like it's gonna be a smudger. Kokie. So the mascara that I picked up is called the Volume and Length Mascara in the shade Black. I think they have like 2 other mascaras, but I liked the little wand on this one, so that's why I went for this one. Here's what the little wand looks like. Looks promising. I don't know, we'll see. It's just lengthening, not even volumizing. It's not really doing much for my mascara. For my eyes, I mean. Yeah, I feel so sad right now because I just feel like all these products I'm not loving. The only thing that I've loved so far is the brow pomade. Nope. This is just lengthening. It's like kind of making my eyelashes look very spidery and clumpy, and that's just not the look that I like to go for. Okay, I like it for the bottom lashes, so it's not a total lost cause. I do like my lashes to be super long. I like it. I mean, obviously I'm going to be keeping this mascara just for when I wear false lashes, and I really like it for my bottom lashes. We'll see if it smudges. If it smudges, no, you is going back to the store. So for lips, I got the retractable lip liner in the shade Nude, and it says it's Longwear waterproof, rich matte smudge proof. Okay. Ew. It's like a very brownish mauve shade. You really can't mess up a liner, guys, so I'm kind of optimistic about this liner. Ew, it's very smooth. It kind of has a weird smell. I like it. It's very smooth. It's not like hard, but it's not like super creamy. Look like a chola. I like it. I like the packaging. It doesn't have a little sharpener. Sometimes these little retractable things have a sharpener on the other end, but it doesn't. But that's okay. My lipstick, I got the Kissable liquid lipstick. I'm pretty sure it's just a matte lipstick. I don't think that it says like it wears 24 hours or anything crazy like that. The shade that I got is called Instigator, and of course I just got a pinky nude. I honestly wasn't super excited about their shade range. I feel like it was just kind of like, man, been there, done that. I was basic and just went with like a pinky nudie color. Oh. Okay, this is not nude. It looks very coral. Awkward. It doesn't mean more nude. The formula is very creamy. I don't like the shade, but I'm not gonna judge it because of the shade. I don't know how I feel about this. It's kind of streaky, and I can kind of fix it when I go over it, but it just goes streaky and I don't like it. I'm sorry, this is such a negative video. I'm not liking any of these products. I just pick all of the crappy things from this line. I'm gonna go over this lipstick with this liner. And this is everything that I picked up from the Kokie brand. I don't even know what to say. I have so many mixed emotions. I just wasn't very wowed by this line. But I'm not gonna give you my final thoughts yet until like the end of the day. I'll check in an hour because it is 3:30 right now. But I want to check in before I go work out because it's really going to change this makeup. I know I started kind of late today. I'll see you in my next check-in. Y'all, so I just got to my CrossFit class and I'm really embarrassed to get out the car because y'all can't even tell, but in person this is freaking disgusting. Like these pores look gross. I am really embarrassed. I don't want to get off. I just kind of want to wipe this makeup off and just look crazy as fuck because it cannot get any worse than this. I don't know what to do. I don't know what to do. Currently 8:13 p.m. and I worked out. I just got done eating and the foundation's it is holding up pretty well. Except for here, I did wipe it off my nose because it was so embarrassing, guys. I was like, oh no, honey, you cannot go into the gym like that. And look at this blush though, like it's holding on tight. The contouring powder's holding on. You can still see like that highlight looks very glowy, but I don't know if it's just because I'm sweaty. I did see that this foundation is a semi-matte. I don't know if I mentioned that earlier. So it is a little bit matte. So it's kind of drying like in my dry spots. So a little bit here, which is weird because I'm oily and dry. And then on my chin, I get a little dry and it's actually wearing off on my chin. It's creasing on my smile lines a little bit, but I feel like it's holding up pretty well, but I haven't been wearing it that long. I applied this around 3 or something, and it's 8, so it hasn't been that long. The lip was holding on pretty well. I kept it on during the workout, and it was going strong, and then I just ate some pasta, so you can barely see. I mean, you can still see some, but my lips are feeling a little dry. The eyeliner's on pretty well. Mascara's on pretty well. Brows. Guys, I am very impressed on these brows. Like, I thought they were gonna smudge during workout and they didn't. But anyways, it was probably the last check-in for today, and then I'm gonna wear it again all day tomorrow, and then I will give you my final. Now for my final review, guys. It has been a month since I recorded my first impressions. I know I've just been slacking. I don't know what's been going on with me, but I promise I'll do better. Anyways, I'm going to start off with the bad products that I just did not like. And while I was editing the first impression clips, I noticed I did a really bad job at showing you the products. So I'm going to do better, okay? So the first product that I didn't really like, didn't care for, was the Transformix Foundation Mixer Dewy. Just didn't do much for me. I don't think it's worth the money. It just looks like a moisturizer and it feels like a moisturizer. So yeah, this is going in the trash. The next product is the Big Eye-Dea liner. It just, as y'all saw it in the video, with your own eyes, it just kind of, I don't know, didn't do the job. And it also transferred onto the top of my eyelids. Not cute. So yeah, it's a no for me, dog. Next product is the lip product that I picked out. It's the Kissable liquid lipstick. I know that Tati loves the lip powder, and I should have got that one, but this one's just streaky. It's not a good formula. It doesn't last all day. And yeah, it's just a big streak mess. Again, going in the trash. Oh shit, I think I broke something. So now for the mediocre products. These weren't horrible, but they work. And it's not a bad price point. So the first product that I was like kind of meh about is the powder contour palettes. I just don't see myself using these, so it's kind of like a waste of money because I'm not gonna use them. But these are so pigmented, guys. you have to have a really, really light hand. And by the way, I am wearing this contouring palette, but I use it more as kind of like a bronzer because it's just not cool enough to really look like a contour, but it doesn't look bad as you can tell. But I really have to make sure that I really use a light hand with this. And if you look fairer than I am, you are not going to like this because it's just not gonna be your shade. So I definitely recommend this for like medium to deeper skin tones. I'm not super wowed about it, but I'm not super disappointed either. So keeping that. The next product is the Be Bright Illuminating Concealer. I wasn't super wowed, but it's not horrible. It does what it says it's gonna do. It's going to brighten up your under eyes, your forehead, wherever you apply it. It didn't really conceal as much, but didn't claim to do that. It's more like a highlighting product, so that's why I can't really dog on it, you know? What I've been doing is I've been using my Maybelline Age Rewind concealer and putting this on top to just really brighten up the under eyes. So pretty okay product. The next product is the liquid highlights. Now, the reason why I'm not super wowed is just because I think the shade that I got, I didn't really care for it, but it's really pretty highlights, and I have yet to try it like to mix in with my foundation, but I'm sure it'll be pretty. And again, you have to kind of be very light with this because it's pretty stark on the cheekbones, especially for me. Maybe if you're fair, it's gonna be pretty highlights. So yeah, not wowed, don't hate it. Another kind of mediocre product is the Blush Up palette. Now, I don't hate it because it's just a blush. It's just a regular schmegler blush, but it's not all that. Like the color choices, I'm not impressed, and I really had to make myself use this because I am obsessed with my Burt's Bees blush, and I really had to make myself wear this just so I can see how it wore, and I am wearing it right now. By the way, I'm also wearing the concealer underneath my eyes, but you can't tell because I'm wearing glasses. So yeah, I'm wearing these two shades today, and it just gives you a nice little color on the cheeks. It's not bad for the price, and you get the blushes. So I think if you like these shades, you'll like it, and I can't complain. Now onto the products that I absolutely fell in love with from this brand. First of all, let's talk about this lip liner. Obsessed. I actually wore this one night too whenever I went out, and I thought I lost it and I was kind of upset. So that's when you know that you really like this product. It's a nice lip liner and you can't go wrong with this nude shade. Next is the Volume Mascara. Now, I didn't love it at first, but I love it for my bottom lashes, and I do like it for my top, but all it does is give my lashes length, and it's okay if you're wearing falsies, and if you like your mascara to give you length, you're really gonna like this one. It doesn't transfer. I've worn it to work out, and it doesn't get all crazy. I don't look like a raccoon when I'm done working out, and I am wearing this today. So yeah, this is a good mascara. I'm sorry I'm all over the place, but I am wearing the lip liner. The foundation. I know that in our first impression it looked like I hated this foundation, but just kind of working with it, using different products underneath, I really found that's a pretty good foundation. I really have to make sure that I moisturize and I use the correct primer. I'm using the Benefit Professional Primer for my nose to kind of diminish the appearance of my pores, and it's been working well with that. Now, if I don't moisturize or my skin's looking a little dry, it will cling to dry spots, and again, if I don't use the correct primer, it's not gonna be cute. But it's a good foundation for the price. I am wearing it today. I'm looking a little shiny, but it doesn't look bad. I look glowing. It's okay for the summertime. So I don't hate it, guys. It looked like I hated it, but I don't. I made it work, and y'all, I'm horrible. I always forget to say things after I'm done filming, so I'm back to let you know more about this foundation. If you have problematic skin, like I did a month ago, y'all could see I had a lot of imperfections and stuff. I couldn't cover those with this foundation because this foundation is more of a light to medium coverage. So if you have imperfections or want to hide beauty marks, anything like that, this is not the foundation for you. This is more of like an everyday foundation that's just going to give you a nice canvas, as you can tell. It's nice, I like it. Now I do have some like little spots here and there and you can kind of see it, but I don't mind it because it is an everyday foundation like I said, and that's okay with me. Now for my absolute favorite product, I think you might know what it is, and it is the last product that I got. It's the brow pomade. I am wearing it on my brows today, and I have been wearing this ever since I filmed that first impression about a month ago, and you can tell I've really been playing with this. I love it. I don't even miss my ABH brow pomade, and that's saying a lot. It does wear long, but it doesn't wear as long as the ABH pomade. The ABH pomade, sometimes I'll scratch my eyebrows because I'll forget that I'm wearing makeup and I'll still be there. This one you have to be very careful because if you kind of rub on it, it will come off, but during workouts and stuff like that, it stays on. So for the price, I don't think that you can beat that, and this is my absolute favorite product from the line. And I think that is all. Thank you so much for watching. I'm so sorry I have been absent for a couple of weeks, but hopefully that I'll be a better person, better YouTuber, and film more constantly. I think that's all I have to say, and I'll see you in my next one. Bye.